Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cozy English. Today, we're diving into a topic that might seem a little counterintuitive in our fast-paced, more is more world. The idea that less is often enough. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the sheer amount of stuff you own, the number of tasks on your to-do list, or the constant pressure to achieve more? If so, you're not alone. This feeling is incredibly common, and it's why concepts like minimalism and essentialism are gaining so much traction. So let's get comfortable, grab a warm drink, and explore why having less can actually lead to a richer, more fulfilling life. Let's start with our physical possessions. We live in a consumer culture that constantly tells us we need the latest gadget, the newest fashion trend, or the next big thing to be happy. Marketers are experts at creating a sense of lack, making us feel like what we currently have isn't good enough. But think about it. How many items in your home do you truly use and love? Often, our closets are overflowing with clothes we never wear. Our kitchen cabinets are packed with gadgets we used once, and our shelves are lined with books we'll probably never read. This physical clutter isn't just messy. It has a psychological impact. It can create a subtle, constant feeling of stress and disorganization. Every object you own requires a little piece of your attention. You have to clean it, store it, maintain it, and worry about it. When you declutter and let go of the things that don't serve a real purpose or bring you genuine joy, you're not just cleaning your space. You're clearing your mind. Suddenly, you have more physical room, but more importantly, you have more mental space to focus on what truly matters. The freedom that comes from owning less is profound. You spend less time managing your stuff and more time living your life. This principle of less is enough extends far beyond our physical belongings. Let's talk about our time and our commitments. How does your calendar look on a typical week? Is it packed from morning till night with work, social events, appointments, and errands? We often wear busyness as a badge of honor, as if a full schedule equates to a full life. But is it really? Or are we just running from one thing to the next, never fully present in any single moment? When we say yes to everything, we're implicitly saying no to other things like rest, spontaneity, and deep, meaningful connections. Learning to say no is a powerful skill. It's not about being selfish or lazy. It's about protecting your most valuable resource, your time and energy. When you start being more selective about your commitments, you create space for the things that truly energize you. Instead of attending 5 superficial social gatherings in a week, maybe you choose 1 or 2 where you can have genuine conversations. Instead of filling every evening with activities, you leave some nights open for quiet reflection, reading a book, or simply doing nothing at all. This intentional use of time allows you to be more present and engaged in the activities you do choose, making them far more enjoyable and rewarding. It's about quality over quantity. A life filled with a few deep passions and relationships is often much richer than a life spread thinly across 100 different obligations. Now, let's consider our goals and ambitions. We're often encouraged to dream big, set ambitious goals, and constantly strive for more: a bigger title, a higher salary, more recognition. While ambition can be a wonderful motivator, an endless pursuit of more can become a trap. It can lead to a state of perpetual dissatisfaction, where we're always looking ahead to the next achievement and never appreciating where we are right now. This is sometimes called the hedonic treadmill. We work hard to reach a goal, feel a brief moment of happiness, and then that happiness fades as we set our sights on the next, bigger goal. The finish line keeps moving. The less is enough mindset invites us to question this cycle. It asks us to define what enough really means for us personally. What level of success would truly make you feel content? What kind of work-life balance would bring you peace? This doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. It means being more intentional about them. It's about choosing a path that aligns with your core values rather than just chasing external validation. Maybe enough for you isn't being a CEO. Maybe it's having a job that you find meaningful, that allows you enough free time to spend with your family and pursue your hobbies. By defining your own version of enough, you can step off the endless treadmill of achievement and start enjoying the journey. You find contentment in the present moment, celebrating your progress without being consumed by what's next. This shift can bring an incredible sense of peace and satisfaction that no promotion or pay raise can ever provide on its own. This concept also applies beautifully to information and digital consumption. In the age of the internet and social media, we have access to an infinite stream of information. News updates, social media feeds, emails, and notifications are constantly vying for our attention. It's easy to feel like you need to stay on top of everything, to read every article and to see every post. But this constant influx of information can be mentally exhausting. It leads to what's known as information overload, which can impair our ability to think deeply, focus, and even make decisions. Practicing digital minimalism can be a game changer. This might mean unfollowing accounts that don't add value to your life, turning off non-essential notifications, or setting specific times of the day to check email and social media. When you consume less, you give your brain a chance to process things more deeply. You can engage with one article or one podcast with your full attention, rather than skimming through 20. You create space for your own thoughts and ideas to emerge, instead of just passively consuming the thoughts of others. It's about being a conscious consumer of information, not a passive recipient. Just like with physical clutter, clearing out the digital noise allows you to focus on the signals that truly matter. You'll find you have more clarity, creativity, and a greater sense of calm. Finally, let's touch upon our relationships. It is tempting to think that having a large social circle is a sign of a successful social life. We collect friends on social media and try to maintain connections with dozens or even hundreds of people. But how many of those connections are truly deep and supportive? The truth is, we have a limited capacity for deep, meaningful relationships. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar proposed that humans can comfortably maintain about 150 stable relationships. But within that, our circle of close friends is much smaller, maybe only 5 to 15 people. When we spread ourselves too thin, our relationships can become shallow. We know a little bit about a lot of people, but we don't truly know many of them on a deeper level. The less is enough approach encourages us to invest our social energy more wisely. It's about nurturing the core relationships that bring us joy, support, and a sense of belonging. It means spending quality time with the people who lift you up, and perhaps gently letting go of draining or superficial connections. A few authentic, loving relationships will contribute more to your happiness and well-being than 100 acquaintances. By focusing on depth rather than breadth, we can build a stronger, more reliable support system and experience the true richness of human connection. So, as we've seen, the principle that less is often enough can be applied to almost every area of our lives. It's a gentle rebellion against the constant pressure to accumulate more stuff, more commitments, more achievements, more information, and more connections. It's not about deprivation or living a sparse, empty life. Quite the opposite. It's a path to abundance. By carefully and consciously curating our lives, keeping only what is essential, useful, or beautiful, we create space. We create space for peace, for clarity, for creativity, for joy, and for deep connection. It's about shifting our focus from having more to being more. It's a journey of discovering what enough means to you and finding the incredible freedom and contentment that lies on the other side. It's a continuous practice, not a one-time fix, but every small step toward less can bring you closer to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Thank you so much for joining me today for this cozy chat. I hope it's given you some food for thought. What does less is enough mean to you? I'd love to read your ideas in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to Cozy English for more discussions like this one. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.